Right guys, here it is. This is the add-on, the macro and UI of Skintilla. What you've all been asking for the past couple of days. Sorry it took me so long to make it, but I've been IRL busy. I'm partying as much. And it is the weekend, so sorry about that. So let's get into it. The add-ons I use for my rogue are Arc Infantry. Now this is a bag add-on for all your characters on the realm. Allows you to view all items from your characters on the same realm, wherever, whenever you want. I'll get more into detail when I show you my macros and such in game. I use auto sell. It sells grey. It sells grey, junk and repairs armor automatically every time you visit a vendor. Bartender 4 is a simple bar replacement for the Blizzard UI interface. It's a customer bar add-on where you can move, shape and make keybindings a lot easier. Battleground targets. This is like the arena one, but this is for mainly for BGs and RBGs and such. It's highly recommended if you do RBGs. I use button facade. This is an add-on you need to use for your main clean cut bar skin for Moscow. Class portrait final. Now what this does is this replaces your character portrait and replaces it with the class instead of the picture of the character. Doom cooldown pulse. It flashes ability in the middle of the screen when it comes off cooldown. Now a lot of people have been asking me about this add-on, so that's what it's called. It's the Doom Cooldown Plus. The Gladiator 5. Gladius 5 is the arena replacement, what you might see in a lot of videos. It just replaces the unit frames, enemy unit frames, with a nice clean cut frame. Lose control. Displays the duration of a CC effect on your character. So if I was to cheap shot a target, it'll give a cheap shot icon in the portrait and it'll give you the duration of that CC. The mass queue, this is the button skinning. What you might say, I'll go into detail when I get into the game. I use move anything. Now this basically does exactly what it says, move anything in your UI. Now you can make things bigger, bars smaller, chat bigger, map bigger, move it wherever you want. It's a great add-on that. Nug combo bar. This is, you might see this on top of my plate, my portrait. This just generates the combo bars rather than round the target. It'll give you it in a bar. Only CC, it's a cooldown for every cooldown on your bars. If I Cloak of Shadows, it'll give me a 1 minute timer on my bar. If I use evasion, it'll give me the countdown on the evasion. Recount is a PvE add-on, but I use it for PvP because it keeps track of your damage, your healing, and it gives you a great a graph based display, so you can see if people are slacking in DPS, or you can see people who aren't dispelling stuff. It's good add-on for PvP as well. Reforge Light. It calculates optional reforging for giving weights and caps. I use this for most of my characters because it just makes your reforging a lot easier. You can just go into your reforger and then put in your spec, what you want it for, PvE or PvP, and it'll give you the baseline of your stats. So you type in your hit cap 3, your expertise 3, and then you can get your main stat, your secondary stat, and your third stat, and you can change them around. That's optional. And then you click reforge and it'll give everything for the best stat. Rogue power bars displays stats status with time left on the rogue abilities. Now you'll see this in game when I use cooldowns or put bleeds on targets. It'll give me a nice clean display of how long's left on that ability. Sexy map, I only use sexy map just to make me map look more presentable and without all the add-on icons around the map. Say sapped, I use this mainly for my arena. If the rogue gets a sap on me before I get a sap on him, then it'll say in a speech bubble sapped, so my party members know that I've just been sapped, so they can make sure I'm going to get opened on or get a CC, get ready to peel for me. Snowfall key press. Now this is a handy add-on because instead of pressing and when you release it the ability goes off, you actually press it and the ability goes off instead of releasing it. Tardy plates. What tardy plates does is replaces the blizzard plate, enemy plate, and you can customize it to wherever you want. You can have it as a grey theme, neon theme, or whatever that says, quarter theme. Now you might see this in some of my videos, and it just gives you the debuff and what a rupture and stuff like that. You get all them on it, on top of the target, so you can keep track on it. And I use Alfie's interrupt say, which when you interrupt something, it'll say that you've interrupted such and such a spell. They're the main add-ons that I use, so I'll get into game and I'll go more into details with including my macros. Right, so here we are, guys. First thing I want to talk about is the Tardy Plates add-on. Now as you can see, the normal Blizzard UI one, standard one's been replaced. This is called Tardy Plates. It gives you your debuffs on the targets, like the rupture has gone up, my palatic poison, shiv again, my poison damage, and it also generates the combo bars, combo points on top of it. The second one I want to go over is the Nug combo bar. As you can see, it generates the combos, so now I can 5, so I can invis, it resets. Go back up, evis, resets. That's your Nug combo bar. This is your class portrait, so instead of having a normal character icon portrait thing, you get a class. So if I, for instance, there's a warrior, so I know he's a warrior without me even like hovering over him and stuff. I know he's a warrior. So that is called class portrait. This is bartender 4, and the skin you can see is the Mosque skin. And what the Mosque is you can just go into your add-ons, and then you can change the colour of it and stuff like that. Give different ones. You can get zoomed, it looks shit. Go back to that and you can change it whatever way you want. Rogue power bars, whatever it is, there. Now if I unlock it, this is what it looks like. Now if I was to start hemorrhaging, these are the debuffs, and then if I was to use a buff, slice and dice pops up, gives me a timer how long slice and dice is up, my poisons, so I'll need to use hemorrhage, and then rupture. I've got 20 seconds on hemo debuff and 7 seconds etc. Just really helpful to have a quick look down and then see how long is left. That is called rogue power bars. The bagger one is called Arc Infantry, and what this is a really handy add-on. If you've got multiple characters and you want to see what's on your bag instead of keep logging out, you can just switch. Now this is the bag of my druid, he's offline obviously. That's the gold he's got on it, that's what items are in the bag. Go in the DK, that's the gold, if I go on to my priest, and so on and so on. Now you can use toggle location. Now I can see whatever character I've got online I'm using. If I go to my void storage, this is what's in me void. This is what's in my bank right here. My mailbox, my wearing, my pets, my mounts, my currency, my guild bank. I haven't visited my guild bank yet, so I don't know what's in it. This is recount. It's a PvE add-on. It just keeps track of how much damage you're using and such. So it's to start attacking, get some DPS out. It just gives you basically how much pressure you on, how much damage just things are doing. Shadow Blades doing 13k damage. Ambush, I've done 17k with ambush. Stuff like that. It's a really helpful add-on because you can keep track of dispels, absorbs, damage taken, deaths, heals over time, uptime, CC breaker, you break CCs and stuff. So it's really helpful. What other add-ons is the sexy map? This is what the map is. You can change whatever you want to look. You can change it to, these are all your skins you can have. You can have it as like a rogue. You can have it all different colours. But I just like to have a simple square, just to hide all the icons. Doom cooldown plus is, you'll see if I use cloak, it'll give me timer left on the cooldown before I can use it again. And then when that's up, you'll see a flash in the middle of the screen. That's what a lot of people have been asking me. I don't really have a lot of macros, but the macros I mainly use are Arena 1, 2 and 3. It just makes your arena a lot quicker for switching your targets. I also use Focus Kick, Focus Blind, my Focus Deadly Throw when I spec into it, my Focus Dismantle, Focus Shiv, Focus Sap, me Sap Macro, and me Tricks. Focus Redirect. And that's all I mainly use for me arena macros. If you want more macros, you can go on like the likes of Arena Junkies and such. They have a lot of rogue macros, so you can just pick whichever ones you want. My keybinds are pretty normal and simple. I use Z to move left, C to move right, X to move forward, but I also use a button on my mouse to auto run. I use A for backstab, S for evis, D for kidney, hemorrhage is Q, W is disarm, gouge is E, V is stealth into my sap, F is my distract with feint. My wheel up is my macro for my shadow dance and my shadow blades and trinket. Scroll down is my kick. Control 1 is my rupture. Control 2 is my shiv. Control 3 is my redirect. My recuperate is control 4. My tricks is control 5. And my prep is control 6. My T is will. And if I use control T, that is my other trinkets. I use shift 1 for my focus blind, shift 2 for my focus deadly throw, focus 3 for my focus sap. I use alt 1, alt 2, alt 3 for my arena switching macros. So if I use alt 1, that'll target arena enemy 1, alt 2, arena enemy 2, so on. That concludes my macros, UI, and my keybinds, guys. So hopefully this helped you out and answered all the questions you had. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate it or comment if you have any more questions. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.